Abusua ready it is possible and I say yesu aha e say no ejebo eja no wanya bedu ama e say ni de Ghana no ekuro ni mu ayede yi pa na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama at the end of the 7th December election no nyame ma ne tumi so ema papa yi na obi ansusu da say osan beba back ba eja otam so ana so papa ya ba back but in this case the back na obaye no abusua asem ni mu aye hu ye pa to the extent say there are some records be e bin see da Ghana but John Dramani Mahama together with the NDC oma breaking those records ni na. Now somebody will ask say what are some of the records? You know, John Mahama won with a big election, almost like more than 6 million votes, leaving Dr. Baumia behind with a vote which is around 4 million plus. But you know, no, the margin is too big, the margin is too huge. So many people are wondering, say, how was this possible? This is where Dr. Baumia will tell you that it is possible. John Dramani Mahama in the history of Ghana and also Eba Santifoma, this man was able to pull out like huge votes from 13 regions. Yes, you heard me right. Out of the 16 regions, John Mahama is the one leading the 13 regions. So as I'm talking to you, we can say the whole Ghana is green. The whole Ghana is now in the hands of the National Democratic Congress. Now listen, the NPP, they had the opportunity to lead the Ashanti region. They had the opportunity to take over the Northeast and then some other regions, which is the Eastern region. The NPP had this opportunity to take over. Now, when you go to the Northern region, you see, Yetimi Bubu Abana, Dr. Bawobi Yetimi zero. Yes, Obibegusa say, how is this possible? Ahanomon so the answer better will say, it is possible. Now, Nadiama Assemble say parliamentary seat, you know, and homes and seminar, you say, you know, a man crow for Aya Basa Kakra. Na Basa na go for ye, you know, Omunye Basa because of say the NDC is on the lead. Now, let us not forget, say the NDC is now taking control over 185 seats. 185 seats. When you take a town or a region like the Volta region, NDC Afabebia. In Ashanti region, the NDC managed to take 6 to 8 seats, making them leading. Yes. And then when it comes to the 13 regions, let me tell you, they are all green for the NDC. Now, when this thing came up, many people wonder, say, 185 seats, you know, NDC for the year. For the NDC to get this 185 seats, now it has given John Dramani Mahama the new title, which is called the Supreme Leader of the Land. Somebody will ask, say, whenever we talk of the Supreme Leader of the land, what are we talking about? You know, the Supreme Leader of the land is having maximum control over the judiciary, over the executive, over the parliament. So now John Dramani Mahama is having in full possession. So as I'm talking to you, John Mahama can say, nobody can stand against it. Why? Because according to Ghana, your constitution, whenever you get 2/3 of the parliament, you become the greatest of all. Now, you can take decisions without the other opponent. You can do anything that you want in this country. But the only thing as the president who is having the 2/3 can do is that you can't change the borders of the country. You can't change the Ghana flag. You can't change some other things and only a personal. But apart from that, now John Dramani Mahama can say he wants to add another term to his term, which is making him having a great chance to contest again. Yes. I don't know, nobody can oppose that because at the end of the day, one don't control parliament. Now, John Dramani Mahama can arrest President Akuffo if he wants. Yes, because he can arrest President Akuffo for further investigation, and then nobody can stand against it. Why? Because at the end of the day, all these things will come to the parliament, and then the parliament, because of someone they know how to carry these things forward. From there, the parliament is also having a way to go through the judiciary. So as I'm talking to you, John Mahama can take over the full-time judiciary system without anyone standing against them. Now, as I'm talking to you, they can say, we want this CJ. And then through a vetting, because NPP for about parliament, they say more by a day. More they answer more by tea, na makoda. Every say now they have the maximum control over this land. John Mahama can pass out a bill without anyone voting against it. Now, as I'm talking to you, nobody dares to challenge John Dramani Mahama when he takes over the new administration. And then let us not forget, said the Speaker of Parliament, or also NDC. Now, when this thing came up, many people are wondering, say, like, how is this possible? Also na nkrophobia say it is possible na Dr. Baumieka ni na for NDC full, but Dr. Baumia no hu. Now, so many things have become possible. The history, John Dramani Mahama asserted on this whole election, and then in Ghana, and they said, one, he has become the ex-president to come back. In the history of Ghana, you know ex-president to be a back or say but it is under John Dramani Mahama. Yes, now the man is back as the president of the land. Number two is for him to reign with a huge and then like some insane margin between the NDC and then the NPP. And as I'm talking to you, John Mahama's reign has become like very, very like huge to the extent that many people don't understand. The other history which John Mahama said was to have 2/3 of the parliament. You know, the 2/3 of the parliament is 182. And as I'm talking to you, the NDC is leading by 185 seats, making John Dramani Mahama having full-time control over the parliament of Ghana. Aside that, the NDC together with John Dramani Mahama has set another record straight by bringing us a first female vice president of this land, which is Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman. So right now, as we are talking to you, the name is Her Excellency Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. You know, this woman too has played another role in the history of Ghana. As I'm talking to you, she became the first education minister of the land. She was the first professor of this land, the female first professor of this land. This woman has also set the record straight for giving us or for coming out as the vice president of the land, the first female of the land. Ladies and gentlemen, I heard that some of the NPP people are saying that Anna Mahama be no mine mu be yede and in 918. Now baby I drew ni empire. Every say now no. If say na ye be hu a say nanado ya dey bi wo parliament, the NEC they were having another right to oppose whatever the president is doing. They are having the power to tell, say, Mr. President, we stand against this. Now, under John Dramani Mahama, the Amasa Nayehu said, nobody can challenge him. Whenever the NDC wants to do something, or whenever the NDC is up to something, NPP for MPs now muko parliament one. Omo kwetira oma like I say, unu obi anya asem na nipa ne so chen. Minia. Asem no ye they are beautiful. So now, some many NPP for MP now, you go to parliament, you just sip your tea. Who we are, what's all every say the obeka it will never make sense, or the government can choose not to take whatever you will say. So, ladies and gentlemen, okay, say no mine boy na then na Mahama be no mine my head. Or mine on a more serious note, a more than that As3m. But baby Addo, the main reason I say young mom pioneer say the president, whatever he will choose to use the power for, say ayehu se nyame ampata na se John Mahama eyisu power ne boni mu a yawu As3m se wo bewu ama okasa na se yawu efuna daka ne nso ase yawu. So now let us pray say nyankopon ma na akoma pa and then intentional papa ne de ba no abusia the man should work harder. Ahanum BJ show yeah that say after and then during the election peace ewo honum just by say you movie afọ so awuwu de ba ja obe ni den ahanum BJ show kai na subscribe after so we are share link no ma afọ and then you leave a comment for all medawasipi